Okay, so page 8 of our review packet. So for number 18, sphere, so we're going to be working with 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, for volume of a basketball. Here's the trick right here. They're giving us circumference, not the radius or the diameter to work with. So what we'll have to do is use circumference equals 2 pi r. You'll see that coming up here. Well, first I started with the volume formula, but we need r. Okay, so now circumference, there's two formulas, pi times diameter or 2 pi r. Now, something we got to get used to this year is if I give you the circumference in the problem, substitute that in the same exact spot C would go in. Okay, so we're working a formula backwards. Everything else gets rewritten, and now we'll perform the operation divide by 2 pi on both sides. So it's about 6.28, and we'll get the radius from that. Okay, now from that radius, we'll then be able to go back up to the volume formula and calculate the volume. So there goes that. 10 nearest cubic inch. Okay, perfect. All right, the trick on this problem here is that it's got a hemisphere or a half sphere on top of a cylinder. Now the cylinder has a diameter of 8, radius of 4, and then this weird height includes both the entire cylinder and the hemisphere. So the trick in this problem is the fact that if the radius is 4, then the additional height above the cylinder is also 4. Okay, because that radius is the same all the way around the sphere. So from the top of the cylinder to the top of the sphere is 4 meters. If this entire distance is 13, then the height of the cylinder is 9. So now that we have all the dimensions we need, we'll start with the volume of the sphere. It's a half sphere though, so 4/3 pi r cubed divided by 2. You could have done 2/3 pi r cubed, same difference. So it's going to be 134. Now that we have the dimensions for the cylinder, radius is 4, height is 9. That's the rest of it. Okay, so we'll add the cone, sorry, not the cone, the half sphere, hemisphere, to the cylinder, add those volumes together to get the total. There it is. And that's the end of page 8.